Hey guys, Shadylikeatree here, and welcome into Reminiscing with Shady, episode 63. This is WWF Wrestlemania, also known as WWF Wrestlemania, the arcade game. This game was developed by Midway, published by Midway, Acclaim Entertainment, and Sculptured Software. It was released for arcade, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, DOS, and 32-bit. It has a lot of different release dates based on where you are in the world and what system you were on, but I'm just going to go ahead and call it 1995, early 1996, when most of the North American releases are. So late 1995, early 1996 is when most of them were. This game is one from when I was a young boy. This is I was 7 or so when this came out, 6 or 7 when this came out, and this was one of those games where I had played a lot with my cousin, and he was really good at the game, and as you can witness here, I'm really bad at the game, but that's all about to change here shortly. But I guess the main kind of thing you get from this game is it's very simple. There's only 8 characters. Very simple move list. You take 2 matches out of 3 and you win. But as you can see in the middle here, I'm using Doink the Clown, which is like my favorite character. But Yokozono is just OP as all heck, because you'll see in a minute why. I didn't lower the difficulty level. I just absolutely owned. So right here, Doink beats Shawn Michaels, and then right now you're about to witness a perfect 1v2, just absolute Toto annihilation. And Yoko is OP because he has that sack flower move that knocks the person down, and a lot of the other kind of power moves just kind of knock them back, not necessarily down. But because it knocks him down and gets him off of you, it makes it so much easier, and that's why he's OP. And Razor Ramon gets me with his little sword / doololly hoojima bobber thingy what's it, and yeah, so that's that. But yeah, this game was just something that my cousin and I, he's about, I want to say, 20 years older than me, give or take, maybe 15 or something like that, in that ballpark, years older than me. We would just kind of sit there and play together, and he would just kick my butt, and I would get really mad and cry. And we would have fun, and we would just play this because he was big into wrestling at the time. I was big into wrestling, and so we would just kind of play this. And we were always trying to figure out the special moves. And as you can see here, my basic general tactic here with Yokozuna is just to basically whoop him with the flower and then hit him on the ground. Whoop him with the flower, and then get up in there close and just sit on him for the pin. So. Yeah, this is just one of those old school games that I have a lot of fun with, and it's really challenging, like the old school games. I mean, I think that I'd never beaten it on hard before. I've never beaten like the thing that you have to do on hard before, but I've beaten it on medium, and that's what this is. This is medium, and I've beaten it on easy, certainly, sometimes. This game, I will briefly want to touch on the gameplay. It's very much inspired by Mortal Kombat. There are some finishing moves, although I'm not sure what they are. And there's some pretty weird stuff going on, like the Undertaker's throwing, like really odd, just, like that fireball thing. He's just throwing that around, and that's just really, really weird and really different. And of course, you're bringing weapons in here when normally in WWE you can't bring weapons or you get disqualified, but apparently there's no referee or anything, because I absolutely put the hurting on them with that sack of flour. The 8 characters in all, I think only one of them is still wrestling. There's Bam Bam Bigelow, Bret Hart, Doink the Clown, Lex Luger, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, and Yokozuna. The Undertaker, of course, being the only one who's still wrestling. I'm pretty sure... I know Doink the Clown recently passed. I'm pretty sure Yokozuna has passed. And Bam Bam Bigelow might be gone too, but I'm not sure on that. So, it's really kind of telling of wrestling at the time and how far it has come. I'm really appreciative of that, and this is just a fun game to come back to and enjoy. So, I certainly have hoped you guys have enjoyed this episode of Reminiscing with Shady. This has been episode 63, WWF Wrestlemania. Take care, and I'll see you next time.